that microphone definitely to go out because it's been.
Oh, yeah.
And then headphones are thrown down.
TRN News.
Nashville Metro Police are investigating after 2 men were found shot to death near Percy Priest Lake yesterday. Authorities say someone walking on a trail next to the Lincoya Bay Apartments spotted the bodies. Investigators believe the shooting happened late Sunday night or early Monday. Anyone who lives in the area and saw something suspicious is asked to contact MNPD. Police say 18-year-old Valdemar Patterson has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder following last week's shooting deaths of Christian Brown and Darius Wadley, both students at Booker T. Washington High School. Surveillance video shows 4 suspects opening fire at the South City apartment complex before fleeing. Patterson, wounded during the shooting, was later dropped off at Methodist Hospital and identified. I'm Joe Lincoln.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
We first opened about 10 years ago. We were small, just a few of us, but it was exciting. I always dreamt of having my own business. It was kind of slow at first, but things started picking up. We had big plans, but in our wildest dreams, we never thought we'd have this much work. Yeah, with so many businesses caught off guard by the storm, Reed Waste Management has never been busier.
What will become of your business after a disaster? Nearly 2/3 of businesses aren't prepared for an emergency, and 40% of businesses that experience a disaster never recover. Make an emergency plan now, before it's too late. For a free online tool that helps you develop an emergency plan to keep your business up and running should disaster strike, visit ready.gov/business. Brought to you by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the American Red Cross, and the Ad Council.
The state trial of 3 former Memphis police officers charged in the beating death of Tyree Nichols continues today. Yesterday, Nichols' mother, Rovon Wells, took the stand and described the moment a doctor told her that her son was dead.
He said, "I just called to tell you that I pronounced your son deceased at 1:41 p.m. and I just lost it. I dropped the phone and I lost it."
Prosecutors say 5 officers took turns punching and beating Nichols after he ran from a traffic stop in January 2023. 3 of those officers are now being tried for second-degree murder following their convictions on several federal charges. 2 others who pleaded guilty to federal charges are not being tried in state court. Opening statements were yesterday. The trial is expected to last for up to 2 weeks. I'm Joe Lincoln, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Tennessee Tech Athletic Director Mark Wilson resigned Tuesday. A university press release said Wilson's resignation becomes effective June 30th and that a national search for his replacement will begin immediately. Wilson began his role as Tech Athletic Director in July 2004. Town of Monterey garbage collection fees will increase by 40% under a recommendation approved by the Finance Committee Monday. The proposed budget also includes a 2% raise for employees and no change to the town's $1.39 property tax rate. The proposed budget now heads to the full board of mayor and aldermen for approval next week. The Cookeville City Council will consider this week a bid for the 2025 Interstate Drive Waterline Replacement Project. Officials said the project will replace a cast iron line from Humble Drive to Walnut Avenue before Interstate Drive is paved. The low bid submitted for that project, $1.59 million. City Council meets Thursday to consider it. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. Another warm and humid day is ahead of us. Highs this afternoon will top out in the low 80s under a partly to mostly sunny sky. A stray shower or thunderstorm will be possible through this evening. South-southwest wind around 5 miles per hour. Overnight, we'll see partly cloudy skies with low chance of a thunderstorm. Lows will be in the mid-60s. South wind around 5 miles per hour. Thursday will bring an increased chance of thunderstorms with highs in the low 80s.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. Thanks so much for joining us this morning here on all the Hub Plus outlets. It's 6:07 now. Good morning, Sheila.
Good morning, Jason. Good morning, everybody. Our guest this morning will be from Cityscape Fair in Kefauver.
Sweet.
You know, the Taste of the Town is coming up this weekend, so we're going to talk about that. Then Casey Jackson and Ethan Reynolds, the Polk Salad Festival's coming up too in Gainesboro, so we'll find out more about that. Just a lot of great guests coming up after 7 this morning.
Looking for. Is it supposed to rain today?
Yeah, I got a little bit of chance of rain today too.
I thought we did yesterday too, but yesterday just turned out to be hot and sticky.
It was hot, and it may. We had a little bit of drizzle yesterday in some spots, but it wasn't bad.
And just so you know, just because we've had one hot day, that does not mean for everybody to turn their daggum air conditioners on
and freeze Jason out.
And freeze me out. That's what everybody's trying to do. Everybody tried to yesterday. I had to turn the heater on in my office.
And his office was sweltering. Yes, sweltering.
It was, I mean, we did had a really great time, and I believe me, I'm not complaining.
Although he is. No, we did have a good time yesterday. We went to Livingston.
Yeah.
And did the Dream Builders Luncheon with Upper Cumberland Habitat for Humanity.
Right, they get ready for their Livingston build.
Yeah, it's exciting. The Jones family
How
are the ones
sweet are
getting the home. And I say getting the home. It's not a free home. They have to make payments. People get confused about that with Habitat.
Even the kids participate in that equity. If they have A's and B's, well, then that counts a little bit toward the equity of the home.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought that's a really great idea. They had asked me and Sheila to host it, and Just a great time. Had 1806 barbecue.
I believe that's right. It's the one on Livingston Square.
Yeah. There's an antique shop in the same building, and they're over to the
Apple Dish.
Right. Yeah.
And they took that over, and you know what? That barbecue's good.
It was delicious.
And their baked beans are some of the best baked beans I have.
I was getting ready to say the same thing, Sheila.
Like, dang, these beans.
Yeah.
I don't know what they put in it. I know it tasted like it had some barbecue sauce in it and a little bit of meat, but their recipe for that was spot on.
You know, Livingston right now, and I don't know, I haven't tried all the barbecue everywhere, but as of late, that 1806 and then that brazen barbecue that's in town too. Livingston's kind of took over the barbecue game here for a second.
I think they have, and done it well.
Yeah. Things you need to know in McMinnville, Malo State will officially rename the old McMinnville campus building after the late Senator Jerry Cooper. He was a native of Warren County, and so they thought that'd be cool to name it after him. It's absolutely cool. Way to go.
Nice. That's great.
And congratulations to the Cooper family. That'd have to be neat, if that's your dad or granddad or something, or relation, to be able to drive by and go, that's my people.
They got a building named after them now.
That's some people right there.
We were talking about barbecue, Brazen Q.
Yeah.
They're going to be at Trackside. They have a food truck. They just got their permit for a food truck.
Oh, yeah.
And,
that's what I'm talking
everybody's talking
about.
Brazen Q, and we're going to get a little sample of that in Cookeville. They're going to be there this Friday. At 11 a.m. So for lunch, they'll be there. Brazen
How
Q.
about that?
So congratulations to them for getting their mobile food vendor permit.
Yeah.
Because, people work hard to get that, and then they're expanding a little bit. I guess
That's
they said,
good.
all right, Cookeville, let's get ready for some Q.
Let's get ready. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So apparently a lot of people have come and kick the tires, so to speak, at the Purdue plant in Monterey.
Yeah.
To see if, hey, let's go check out this factory space. And, but nobody's really pulled the trigger yet.
Yeah.
So it's just an update there from Highlands Economic Partnership, Adam Poe over there.
Which he's so good and smart, does a great job.
They are trying as hard as they can to get somebody else in there, and they apparently it needs some repair, and that's one of the reasons Purdue decided to peace out on Monterey, because the repair of the facility.
Okay.
So I guess people are coming in and saying, okay, well, that's too much, for the repairs we would have to do. So I don't know what'll happen.
That's what's stopping.
That's what it seems like. None of that's
because
about
none of that's official.
Right, about 50% of that was me pontificating. The other 50% was said in the release that it needs some repair.
You know what happens when Jason pontificates?
Right, we get a Target and a Home Depot.
That's what I was saying.
That's right.
We were talking about food.
Uh-huh.
We like food. Member appreciation lunch with Upper Cumberland Electric, and this is their 10th annual appreciation lunch that's coming up on Friday from 11 to 1 at Cookeville District Office on Broad Street. And if you're a valued member of UCEMC, then you can come and have lunch there.
Really?
I think that's
I'm
nice.
a valued member.
I'm a valued member too.
When's this lunch?
This Friday, 11 to 1.
A lot of lunch options.
Yeah, that's good. And they've done that before. It's just really nice.
Tennessee Tech has been named a higher earnings institution from the Carnegie Classification of Institutions of Higher Education. And they've also, there was another thing too. And an opportunity university, and that means Tech provides more opportunities for higher learning. And we're talking about in the country now too, just not in the state. So go Tech.
Well, I want to say happy retirement to Bill Robbins of the Byrdstown Pickett County Chamber of Commerce. I love Bill. He's been there for 12 years, but been a part of Byrdstown for many more years. He was the mayor at one point, and just a great guy. He's going to remain with the chamber through June, and then after that, his retirement. So congratulations on his retirement, but kind of sad to see him go too, because he's done so much work and knows so many people, but just an excellent job serving Pickett County and Byrdstown. So our tip of the hat to Bill Robbins.
That's the foundation for our, for whoever's next, for sure.
And was always accommodating anytime you go there, and just a good guy.
Del Hollow Dam Road is going to be closed all lake season, as info.
Okay.
They got nothing's wrong with the dam, but the bridge part needs a little work, and so they're thinking that's going to take them all the way through spring, summer, and fall to get that fixed. So if you have lake plans and it includes that way, it doesn't anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. Yeah, but I mean, it will be better in the long run.
Well, it's better than the bridge falling in, isn't it? Yeah.
But, that's gonna hamper a lot of folks' plans for the summer.
Absolutely.
Speaking of summer, DeKalb County announced that their fair is coming up June 23rd through the 28th.
All right.
And they are looking for folks to be a part of the DeKalb County Fair. So you can contact Terry Malone if you have any questions about that and being a sponsor of it. It's a Go Hog Wild. That must be their theme this year.
All right.
I love
sounds
that.
Fun. I don't have any more. Do you, Sheila?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Your 2 cents is coming up, and that's brought to you by Freedom Pawn. They're at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. A bunch of great guys down there, from guns to guitars. They got everything you need. Quality items for sale right now at Freedom Pawn, 49 Mayberry Street, Sparta.
What job pays so little but expects so much out of their employees?
Well,
we're going to have a lot of listings on that.
Well, I think everybody now.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you work at one of those, tech places, maybe, like out west where you get, beanbag chairs and pool tables and a coffee bar, and
I don't see how they get any work done sitting on a beanbag. But then again,
oh no, I don't know.
I'm in my 50s.
Yeah. Now,
I'll be like, somebody help me up out this beanbag.
Right. Yeah, I can see that for the young ones, but if you're a company that hires a bunch of people minus Sheila's age, recliners.
I'd be rolling off the beanbag and then pushing up a downward dog.
That's what I'm saying. We would have to have recliners.
Yeah. Then we'd be asleep all day.
Right. Maybe even some of those that, the lift chairs.
I've heard, don't get those too soon because it messes with your core. Getting up out of a chair is like, they're like, I wouldn't recommend that for them, even though they're a senior, because that really makes them go downhill fast. I'm like, really, a lift chair? Because they sound great.
Yeah. I can't get a lift chair because I'm working out. I call it the recliner workout. Rich Froney's going to be in on that soon,
Not that soon. I think you've got many more years. He can push himself out of the recliner.
Well, no, it might be something he has to CrossFit, is what I'm saying.
That would be great.
You got one guy out there flipping a tire. You got another guy just getting out of his recliner.
I can see as Rich gets older, we can.
We'll see. That progression.
He's always going to be a part of CrossFit,
We'll get to your 2 cents and what you guys are saying coming up here in just a little bit here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estates. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window studio. Willow Window has their window summer space available. Come and check that out or find out more info at willowwindow.pro. It's 6:21.
And looks like a high today in the low 80s again. It was pretty windy yesterday. I'm not sure if we're going to have as much wind as yesterday.
Me neither.
It is going to be partly cloudy today. We have 64 right now. Your 2 cents is brought to you by Freedom Pawn, 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. They have anything you need from guns and ammo to guitars, golf clubs, even different tools and accessories for your lawn and jewelry as well. And they're the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop around.
Ever.
Freedom Pawn, Sparta. What job pays so little but expects so much from its employees? Now, I automatically think of teachers and first responders on all that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, I feel selfish now. I was like, well, us. Radio, of course.
We do a lot.
Yeah, but not like,
We're not saving lives.
Right, when you brought up teachers and first responders.
Changing lives and saving lives.
Yeah.
A lot of times we just have fun.
Listen, I get that on the scale of hard jobs.
Yeah. It's different when you love what you're doing.
We don't hold down the hardest of jobs.
No,
we don't.
We don't. And then I think of how hot yesterday was hot. And then it's going to get hotter.
Yeah, that was just a little bit, though.
Working on the pavement out in the sun, like on these roads. And I think that's a dangerous job, too, because people drive crazy nowadays. Am I officially old when I'm like, these kids these days and they're driving?
I've been trying to tell you.
That I'm old?
Yeah.
Thanks, Jason.
Thanks for finally listening.
That's why I'm finally just accepting it.
Just accept it and move on.
You just beat it into me.
That's right. You're welcome, Sheila.
Oh, no problem. Thanks. We'll find out what people are saying, what job pays so little but expects so much of their employees. Taylor said, not all, but most first responder agencies like fire, EMS, police, dispatch. I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
And then Ronald said, I absolutely 100% agree. Also, Ed said teachers. What'd
you do? Just copy off the comments we already had, Sheila?
No, I just thought that's what I would say.
Oh, really? You saw that before you saw the comments?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, well, I've always said that.
Look at you agreeing with people. You're agreeable today. Yesterday in a mood, today agreeable.
Yesterday was another day. Do we have to bring that up?
No.
And we wound up having fun yesterday,
Yes, we
did we not?
You're right. I'm sorry I brought it up.
And I've said, if you go back and look, like you did with me the other day, if you go back in other shows, I've always said teachers and first responders. I've always given them a shout out. Do you not remember that?
I totally remember that, Sheila. You're right. And we should move on to the other comments.
Y'all are saying, why I start out in a good mood, but what gets me in a bad mood? Sometimes Jason. I'm just messing with you. Jason he clammed up.
Well, I was like, man.
I was just messing with you. Here's the deal. He can't take it when I
was
dish
trying
it
to
out.
give you a compliment and then.
Compliment? That was backhanded. Anyway, paraprofessionals?
Like,
Destiny said that.
I don't know. I have to go. That's such a big job. I'll have to Google what that is. Paraprofessionals.
Somebody's probably screaming at the
I'm
TV
sure they
right
are.
now.
Yeah.
Brittany says retail, hands down. The customers are rude and you can't be rude back. You've got to just sit and take it. They belittle and berate you and you have to stay calm. You have to smile before calling the manager.
I bet that would be, day after day after day of that. Excuse me.
At least I can say stuff back to Jason.
I mean, wouldn't that?
We have fun. That, as we've said before, our love language is picking on each other. So, I mean, it's fun. We like picking on each other. But I've dealt in retail before.
I've never ever had to be in retail. And I thank goodness for it every day.
I would say this now, most people are nice.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're bad, they're really bad.
Now
they try to cut you down personally. I'm like, who?
I've been at stores where things like that happen. I've watched them happen.
And you feel sorry for the people it's happening to.
Yes. I mean, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And people complain about their food at a fast food restaurant, not because they found a bug or a hair or a tooth or a mouse or whatever in it. It's just
a mouse in it.
I was just being silly. But, I ordered this with no tomato. Well, here's what you do, sir.
Take the tomato.
Take your little tomato fingers here.
Tomato fingers.
And pull them off. Poof. Your order is correct.
I was in line a couple of months ago in a coffee line. I could hear somebody yelling at the barista.
Mm-hmm.
And it was because the milk was not like foamy enough.
Oh,
and I mean berating them.
Oh my.
And I thought, oh no. And then I got back up there and I go, I don't know what just happened, but I heard the way he talked to you, and I'm sorry about that. Let me just apologize for them.
It's one thing to say, hey, this isn't exactly what I ordered. Would you mind fixing it?
Right.
And there's a way to go about stuff that you don't have to holler at somebody.
I bet you anything that person has messed up in their life before, too.
Hadn't we all?
Something simple,
Hadn't we all? Nobody's perfect.
And it was real early. They had just opened up. So I'm sure they were half asleep.
I'm sure.
But they're always very nice.
Right.
Place. And I'm thinking nobody deserves to be talked to like that. That says a lot about somebody, I think, that wants to berate workers for just something simple.
I agree, Sheila. We all agree.
Oh, this is good, Rachel. She said dental assistants. They got a lot to deal with. They do.
I mean, I guess.
Oh, they do have a lot to deal with.
I mean, I don't know. I'm normally gassed up and put away by the time
you're put away.
That's what I call
they roll you into another room and say, "Here."
I'm in another dimension when they're doing anything to my teeth.
You don't even know what's happening.
Don't know what's happening. I wake up.
You don't even know how hard they work.
Nope, never seen them do it.
Madeline said healthcare.
I did wake up with one of them having to use both hands. They had that little mirror where they look around.
Yeah.
And apparently my tongue kept getting in the way.
You were probably trying to talk even all.
And I woke up with just enough to be all like,
gas.
What's going on here? And she had both hands holding my tongue back.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because you tried to keep talking is what I think.
That's the only thing I could figure out. I thought it was really funny at the time.
That's hilarious. Stacy said CNA, certified nursing assistant, in any home care provider. job.
Oh, like a hospice kind of thing?
Healthcare and a certified nursing assistant.
Okay.
Too. Yeah, that's a lot. A lot of people saying teachers. Kara said hospitality.
Oh.
I'm telling you, I helped somebody out one time on that. People love their coffee and they go crazy. Like if you have to make another pot of coffee and they're ready for their coffee, they get crazy.
Yeah.
Cranky. That's worse than people that's craving chocolate.
I don't like it when that happens, but
Can you just wait a beat until the coffee's made?
I can.
I mean, my goodness. That's the rudest I've ever been talked to. People didn't have coffee.
I mean,
and I was just volunteering and helping.
What they should have done was check the coffee and went ahead and had another pot brewing.
They only had one coffee maker.
Well.
Which, yes. But was that my fault?
No.
Y'all don't be hateful people that can't help it.
She.
EMTs.
All right.
That's what Samantha said. Housekeepers at a hotel.
Ooh, I would not want that job. I would not want that job at all. No matter the hotel.
And Toby said service jobs like food workers, healthcare, dealing with the public in general.
Yeah. Not great. All right. Spoiler alert is coming up next. That's the latest in the world of entertainment and music. So stick around for that here on Good Morning Cookeville, brought to you by Elevate Real Estate.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever, never been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. For a limited time, Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. You pay what we pay. Everyone gets employee pricing. There's never, ever, ever, ever been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. See dealer for details. Some exclusions apply.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The Gordonsville Tigerettes softball team finished out the regular season with a 5-0 win over Stone Memorial last night. Kaylee Plumley had 19 strikeouts in the circle for Gordonsville and drove in a run. The Tigerettes finished the regular season with a record of 28-1. The Indiana Pacers punched their ticket to the Eastern Conference semifinals, beating the Bucks last night 119-118 in overtime to win the series 4-1. The Pacers finished the game on an 8-0 run, and Tyrese Halliburton hit a go-ahead game winner with 1.3 seconds to play. Halliburton finished with 26 points in the win. The Detroit Pistons got a game back in their series with the Knicks winning 106-103 and now trail 3-2 ahead of Game 6. The New York Yankees made history again as they opened up their game yesterday against the Orioles with 3 home runs from Trent Grisham, Aaron Judge, and Ben Rice. It's the second time this season they've accomplished the feat. They won the game 15-3. Elsewhere in the MLB, the Mets beat the Diamondbacks 8-3. Phillies topped the Nationals 7-6. Cubs over the Pirates 9-0, and the Royals beat the Rays 3-1. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 6:35.
It's 64 right now and partly cloudy. Coming up, our guest after 7 from Cityscape Fair and Kefauver will be in, and also some folks talking about Poke Salad Festival in Gainesboro. Right. It's coming up Mother's Day weekend in Gainesboro, so we'll talk about that at 7:30.
Good stuff. Can't wait to get to that. Spoiler alert now, though. This is from the world of entertainment and music. See what's coming on TV tonight. The night shows. Mm-hmm. Really nobody except for Jimmy Kimmel, and he's got Smokey Robinson on for his musical guest.
Oh my goodness, I love Smokey Robinson.
And here's the deal: if you haven't heard him in a while, he still sounds like Smokey. It's not like he's
still great.
Yeah, he still sounds really good. He didn't
I think he's in his 80s.
Yeah, he didn't Motley Crue Vince Neil himself, or
no, he's taking good care of himself.
Or Axl Rose himself from Guns N' Roses.
No, it's Smokey Robinson we're talking.
He still sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wheel of Fortune is on ABC. Jeopardy Masters is on ABC, and so is Celebrity Jeopardy. So
that's Celebrity Wheel of Fortune you're talking about too, I think.
Yeah, Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, sure. Survivor is on CBS, and then Amazing Race. The Masked Singer, Crapopolis, and Grimsburg. That's what's on Fox. On NBC, all the Chicago shows. Med, Fire, and PD.
Med, Fire, PD, Chicago style.
On Netflix, a limited series called Asterix and Obelix.
I don't know what
that has not been recommended to me.
Not been recommended to me either.
Netflix season 1, Cheat, Unfinished Business.
Ooh.
I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's about, cheating in business, or if it was, somebody cheating on somebody. Hey, I did start watching the Cyber Sleuths, where they try to help solve, in those University of Idaho, there's those 3 girls killed, and so it's this group of cyber sleuths.
Oh, that would probably be interesting.
It's been very interesting.
Yeah.
It's a documentary, and anyway, if you're looking for something and there's nothing that you care to watch, give that a try. It's not bad at all.
Is that on Netflix, or where's that?
I believe it's on Netflix. It's either Netflix or Paramount Plus.
Okay.
I just forget which one. We've been back and forth those two the most here lately. Let's see here. Turning Point, the Vietnam War. That's on Netflix, season 1. On Apple TV, there's a series premiere called Kareem. And then on Disney Plus, the limited series, Suspect, the shooting of Jean-Charles de Menendez. Menzies. I don't know if you're interested in.
I don't know who that is.
If you're interested, you probably know who I'm talking about.
Well, when you said Menendez, I thought Menendez brothers.
I said Menendez, but there's no D in it. It's just Menendez. So that's on my.
You're just trying to make it somebody we know.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, but know of.
Jack Black's Minecraft movie song "Sweet Lava Chicken" has become the shortest tune ever to enter the Billboard Hot 100 chart.
I love it.
It's 34 seconds.
34 seconds, and it's entered the charts. I haven't heard it.
Is that where our attention span is right now?
Yeah, I think so. And Jack Black.
We're gonna have 70. We're gonna have 34-second songs.
But it's Jack Black. He's so much fun.
Yeah, but you remember back in the day, for radio station.
Yeah, it was 5
here's
and 6
another
songs.
10 in a row. You'd be like, oh wow, 10 in a row.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Now here's another 20-second song.
Yeah, here's 48 in a row.
I wonder what that song sounds like.
But, I mean, is this the? I hope this
30
is the
seconds.
start. 30.
Like, that's what most commercials are. 30 seconds.
I mean, Florida Georgia Line couldn't even get a girl to the lake in 34 seconds.
But they'd probably try. Yeah. Tan legs.
She got 10 legs and now we're at the lake. Bye. A new Desperate Housewives series is in development. This is according to Variety. It's titled Wisteria Lane.
Ah, and that's the lane they lived on, all those housewives.
Kerry Washington is one of the executive producers.
I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam Elliott will appear as a series regular in season 2 of Landman on Paramount Plus. Bring that on.
That's the Billy Bob Thornton show, Landman.
That's just who they needed to replace John Hamm. Oh, oops. Spoiler
We
alert.
don't know for sure if he's being replaced.
But isn't he, though? I mean...
Well, there's talk that people don't think he was in the hospital at the end of the show. There's been talk that they don't know if he may have died or not. That they may have saved him.
I don't know.
But Sam Elliott.
Anytime you can add Sam Elliott to your cast,
We're gonna watch.
You probably should.
Yeah.
During the trial of 10 individuals accused of robbing Kim Kardashian at gunpoint in Paris.
10 individuals?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that many.
One of the defendants is 71. You're never too old to live out your dreams.
Of robbing people?
Of robbing Kim Kardashian.
That was his dream, you think?
His name is Eunice Abbas, and he expressed remorse for his involvement.
Because he got caught.
Even took to crime.
Oh, he was good. He was throwing it on.
Yeah. So none of the
He's
other,
like, don't let me go to jail at 71.
none of the others,
They didn't express so much sorrow over
Right.
what they'd done.
but good old Eunice did.
Well, how Kim is, she's trying to get people out of jail, so maybe that crime might help, and she'll go, okay, we'll just let you go free.
Well, I mean, he is 71.
He don't need to be robbing people.
Well, no, he don't need to be
How
robbed.
old you are. I'm mean on stuff like that. You're going to jail.
In his just released memoir,
Uh-huh.
My Next Breath, from Jeremy Renner, recounts his near fatal snowplow accident.
It crushed him, and he survived. He almost died. And then got back on his show, Mayor of Kingstown. The spunk in this dude, that story should be good.
He said in the book, he said, I heard all the bones crack.
Ooh.
And that he could see, he said, could see my left eye with my right.
Oh my goodness. How did he even survive that? See, it was squishing him so much, all the bones broke and his eye popped out. This is gross, I know, but I mean, he survived this and is still able to act and move around. Jason,
his heart rate dropped.
Rehab he needed to come back and be normal again.
His heart rate dropped to 18 beats per minute.
See, almost dead.
Right, you're right, Sheila.
But he fought back. I can't even, of course, lots of great doctors in his care, but the tenacity that he has, I'm impressed with this dude. You should root for him.
Well, I do root for him. I probably won't read the book.
You're going to wait for the movie to come out because he'll be starring in his own movie.
He should.
Yeah.
If you're keeping up to date with the latest updates on Diddy in his sex trafficking trial, here we go. Prosecutors have filed a motion to oppose his strategy of using a doctor and Columbia professor to testify that he had a mental condition bearing on the issue of guilt.
Mental condition.
I have no idea what that means.
Like he said he was guilty, and they're like, oh, he was crazy. He didn't know what he's talking about.
Or is that,
what is that?
Are they trying to set up where there's no trial? They just say he's crazy. Like, I can't stand trial because I'm crazy. Is that what they're trying to set up? I mean, I'm not a lawyer.
Well, I'm not a lawyer either, but who knows?
Call a lawyer.
I got it right on my phone.
I don't know what that means either, but it sounds like fancy lawyer talk for our boy's nuts. So we probably shouldn't even have a trial. None of this stuff should ever come out, really.
Because, is he just liking things that are nuts, that are crazy, that seem crazy to regular people?
Sheila.
Never mind. Jason, of course, takes it. I didn't mean it that way.
Coming up next, we've got the real good.
He's changing it up.
That's on the way.
Segment. He's like, I'm dumping this segment. We're moving on.
That's on the way next, and also ask Sheila.
Maybe we don't feel like it today.
Sheila got all three right yesterday.
I don't know what was going on yesterday.
You were in that mood.
I was in a mood and got all three right.
Yeah.
Maybe when I take all my vitamins, I'm in a mood and my brain is clear.
Could be. I don't know, but something's happened. We'll see how you do today. 6:46. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Guys, hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931 Window 1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Warning! Excessive fun ahead. The 47th Annual Poke Salad Festival hits Jackson County May 8th through the 10th with live music, vendors, events, and car show. And more poke salad than you can shake a biscuit at. Visit pokesalad.org and tell your taste buds we said you're welcome. It's the Poke Salad Festival in Jackson County with Cookeville Communications.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. Another warm and humid day is ahead of us. Highs this afternoon will top out in the low 80s under a partly to mostly sunny sky. A stray shower or thunderstorm will be possible through this evening. South-southwest wind around 5 miles per hour. Overnight, we'll see partly cloudy skies with low chance of a thunderstorm. Lows will be in the mid-60s. South wind around 5 miles per hour. Thursday will bring an increased chance of thunderstorms with highs in the low 80s.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville's brought to you by friends over at Elevate Real Estate. It's 6:48 now.
And it does say winds are going to be a little gusty today, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Not as bad as yesterday. It was like 25 miles per hour yesterday afternoon. My hair was crazy.
Crazy hair.
Crazy. It's 66 already right now.
Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it The Real Good. 3 high school students from Indore, India, won the prestigious 2025 Earth Prize. And over $12,000 for an award as well, for designing a refrigerator that doesn't need electricity.
Is it solar powered?
The boys all have parents working in medical fields and saw firsthand how difficult it was to bring COVID-19 vaccines to rural areas without electricity. Having a refrigerator in many cases would have been the difference. So they invented something called the Thermovault, which is a salt-powered gadget that uses chemical reactions to keep things cool.
That's neat.
They plan to use the prize money to build 200 units and distribute them to hospitals for real-world testing. If everything goes according to plan, the Thermovault could have a huge impact on disaster relief and rural health care and tailgating.
And tailgating. I like that.
They didn't put that there.
But I mean, good old boy's going to use.
Man, I got me one of them Yeti salt fridges.
I like that you said Yeti so country. Yeti salt
Man,
fridges.
those Coors Light Mountains stay blue in that thing, bro.
You know it will be used for that. Yes.
And they're going to
Great invention to keep things cold.
They're going to be billionaires off this.
Oh, yeah.
Thing. That's a great idea. I don't know how it works. Don't need to know.
Just that it works.
Wow.
Yeah.
Last Monday, over 30,000 people ran the Boston Marathon, including a runner from Brazil named Pedro Arieta, while his wife, Luisa, is a professional runner. Pedro is also an excellent distance runner. With the finish line in sight, he was digging deep and running hard because his personal goal of 2 hours and 40 minutes was still possible, which is crazy. In the final stretch, Pedro spotted a fellow runner named Sean struggling, and dozens of elite runners cruised on past Sean without a second glance. But Pedro put his personal goal aside, went over, got Sean back up on his feet. Sean put his arm around Pedro, and they finished that race together.
Yay. That's great.
How awesome is Pedro?
Yes. That sounds like a good person.
Would you have done that, Sheila?
Depends on who it is that needed help.
I'm just talking about perfect strangers, Boston Marathon.
Probably.
You think you would?
You don't think I would?
I don't know. Depending on what mood you're in.
Jason.
If you were in the mood yesterday, no. Maybe today.
But I was real sweet at our Dream Builders luncheon.
You did do good.
I was proud for our family.
Right, but I think it was just because you got a cookie.
But I didn't eat it yet.
Right, but you got one.
Just knowing that I had that cookie and I could have a little sugar later on.
I think that's what did it.
It did make me happy.
Yeah.
And the barbecue and the baked beans.
Maybe that's what we need to start having around is cookies.
You know I get hangry.
Sheila be real good and you can have a cookie later.
What am I, your little own pet? Yeah. Like your little dog?
Do you want a cookie or not?
Be a good girl and you'll get a cookie.
Do you want a cookie? It'd be good if you want a cookie.
And I'll go,
Yeah. To the 3 individuals there at Indore, India, and they're making the refrigerator that don't need electricity, and to old Pedro helping out a fellow runner there. That's pretty cool.
Would you do that?
Depending on who it was.
Okay.
I don't know, depending on how close.
Speaking of being in a mood, I think our dude, Jason, is in a mood today.
I think it would also depend on how close I was to my record I wanted to break.
Your goal.
And I may holler at him on the way. I'm about to set my records. I'm sorry.
Who do y'all think would help him more, me or Jason?
Oh, Sheila would.
What's wrong with you today?
Well, because that's what everybody thinks. Oh, Sheila would stop and help.
Well, why do they think that, Jason?
I don't know. Every lady yesterday at the Upper Cumberland Habitat for... Oh, Sheila, you're so sweet. I was like, we didn't see her earlier this morning.
Let me tell you, they were nice to you too. Jason, that voice.
Well,
Jason.
Well, they had it freezing in there. They did. Even you have to admit that. Live Church had their air conditioning on.
I must have really been awful yesterday. He's talking about it 2 days in a row. How bad was I?
All right, you ready for
The answer must have been bad.
Ask Sheila?
I'm ready for it.
This is round 3. We have 4 questions correct already this week.
Woo.
4 going into a Wednesday, Sheila.
Can't handle it when I got the right mood to answer 3 in a row.
Let's see if you can do it again today.
Probably not. But hey, I'm going to try, y'all.
This looks like it's just, excuse me, like average American.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
so
the
this
topic. Average American.
Yeah, it's not really narrowed down a lot.
That
Just
could be anything.
average American. So here we go.
Okay.
About 70,000 people will do this for the first time today. What is it? This is
For the first time today, like they do something like this every day.
no, for the first time today. They're doing this for the first time today.
What would they be doing for the first time ever?
70,000 people will do this for the first time ever today. And then another 70,000 tomorrow. I mean, 70,000, that's not a lot of people.
It's not. It feels like a lot.
We're not only talking about the whole place.
The whole earth.
Yeah, we're not just talking about, the Upper Cumberland area.
Okay, join a marathon.
No.
Can I have a hint? Because it's so up in the air that it feels so broad.
It's something that that we do all the time and never even think about it.
Go on Facebook.
Well, you know what? That's close. That's probably Price is Right rules. I'd have to give that to you. Use the internet.
Oh, using the internet for the first time.
Well, you got to think about all these kids growing up.
Yeah, it feels like they started at like 2 or 3 now.
Right, but they got to use it for the first time.
Okay, I got you. Doesn't matter what age, it's still the first time.
Now,
right?
I'm sure there's some adults that are using it for the first time too. I'm guessing.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, that one blew me away. Yeah, because we've been on everybody's. You walk around with the internet now.
That hint did help me though. Thank you. Even though I was in a mood yesterday, I appreciate you helping me.
You're welcome for the fantastic hint. The average American does this dangerous activity 32 times a year. What is it?
Running a red light.
Lord, no. I hope the average American doesn't run a red light 32 times.
I saw it this morning.
You saw it or did it?
No, saw it.
Okay.
I was like, ooh, you should have stopped when I did. But hey.
No, it's not run a red light, though. It's not the answer.
Was I close?
Well, I mean,
no, it's running a stop sign.
No. No, it's nothing that's necessarily against the law. It's just dangerous to do.
Well, that's a lot of things.
Well, I mean, you have to wear your seatbelt. You have to be hands-free on your phone now.
Right. You know what? I see a lot of people that are not hands-free on their phone still. Like holding the phone up to their ear, driving.
Well, those are some pretty good hints there, Sheila. Do you have a guess?
That does it have to do with driving?
Yeah.
And it's not against the law.
It's not against the law, no.
Putting on makeup and driving.
No, it's eating while driving.
Ooh, I was so close tapping around it. Tap dancing around it. I think I need it.
No.
Okay. Jason's in a mood today.
I'm not in a mood. That one's just that's just flat out wrong. And I tried to give you a hint. Some good ones.
I wonder why people think Sheila would help somebody win the Boston Marathon.
I think long-time listeners / viewers of this show know that I've been giving you good hints on Ask Sheila.
When I ask Jason, I give you good hints too.
All right, here we go, Sheila.
Admit it, Jason.
Yes, you do. Last question. A generation ago, everyone did this, but today, 35% of adults say they never have. What is it?
A generation ago, how many people said they did it? 70?
Everybody did it, but now only 35% do it.
Does it have to do with driving?
No.
Okay, what did they do a generation ago? Home cooked meals.
The answer is write a check.
Ooh, that's a good answer.
Yeah. Who we got coming up next hour?
Baron Keithoffer from Cityscape will talk about a taste of town. And then the Poke Salad Festival's coming up Mother's Day weekend in Gainesboro. We'll talk to Casey Jackson and Ethan Reynolds.
All right, guys, hang out with us. We'll be right back on Good Morning Cookeville, brought to you by Elevate Real Estate.
TRN News.
An ex-Memphis cop testified Tuesday in the second day of the Tyree Nichols murder trial. 3 other former Memphis police officers on trial accused of beating Nichols to death during a traffic stop in January 2023. Desmond Mills Jr. testified he used his baton on Nichols, then pepper sprayed him during the incident. Mills was charged in connection with the case, but took a plea deal. Day 3 starts this morning at 9 o'clock Central. A Franklin mom pleading not guilty on an alleged murder-for-hire situation. Angie Solomon pleading not guilty in Williamson County Court yesterday to solicitation to commit first-degree murder. In a recorded conversation between Solomon and an undercover agent, she says she wanted to put her ex-husband under the ground for allegedly abusing their children. She also accused them of killing their son, who died in a freak accident in 2020. A judge reduced her bond to $250,000. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
We're here at the Joneses, where we've secretly replaced the paper forms, instructions, and stuff they normally use to do their taxes with Free File. Let's see what happens. See, Free File is online, exclusively from the IRS. It's the completely free way for everyone to prepare and e-file federal taxes. And Free File makes doing taxes far less taxing because it does the hard work for you with brand name tax software or online fillable forms.
All right, I'm ready to start those taxes.
Already done. Someone secretly replaced the paper forms and stuff we normally use with Free File.
Really? We're done?
Done and filed.
It's a less taxing way to prepare and e-file taxes at freefile.irs.gov.
You can stop whispering now.
That's, freefile.irs.gov.
An ex-Memphis police officer testified Tuesday in the second day of the Tyree Nichols murder trial. Desmond Mills Jr. testified he used his baton on Nichols and pepper sprayed him during the incident. 3 other former Memphis police officers on trial accused of beating Nichols to death during that traffic stop in January 2023. Mills was charged in connection with the case, but took a plea deal. Day 3 starts this morning at 9 o'clock Central. A pawned laptop leads to a 40-year prison sentence for child porn. Jared James Dabbs pawned the computer back in 2022, and the owner of the shop found the child's sex abuse material, then called police. An investigation later found Dabbs had produced it himself and had sexual contact with a minor. After he's out of prison, Dabbs will have to spend 10 years of supervised release and register as a sex offender. A Tipton County elementary school teacher accused of drinking on the job. Melissa Rose, teaching 3rd grade at Munford Elementary School. She was arrested Monday and charged with public intoxication, child endangerment, and having an open container. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Tennessee Tech Athletic Director Mark Wilson resigned Tuesday. A university press release said Wilson's resignation becomes effective June 30th and that a national search for his replacement will begin immediately. Wilson began his role as Tech Athletic Director in July 2004. The Tennessee Highway Patrol says a Hermitage man died Saturday afternoon after crashing his motorcycle in DeKalb County. Troopers say 61-year-old William Couch lost control of his Kawasaki 650 while traveling on Highway 96 and Del Ridge Road. A report said the bike left the roadway and struck an embankment. Couch taken by ambulance to a helicopter landing zone and flown to Vanderbilt Medical Center, where he died. The Cookeville City Council will consider this week a bid for the 2025 Interstate Drive waterline replacement project. Officials said the project will replace a cast iron line from Humble Drive to Walnut Avenue. The low bid submitted for that project, $1.59 million. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. Another warm and humid day is ahead of us. Highs this afternoon will top out in the low 80s under a partly to mostly sunny sky. A stray shower or thunderstorm will be possible through this evening. South-southwest wind around 5 miles per hour. Overnight, we'll see partly cloudy skies with low chance of a thunderstorm. Lows will be in the mid-60s. South wind around 5 miles per hour. Thursday will bring an increased chance of thunderstorms with highs in the low 80s.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts, Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
See Sheila dancing to this stuff right now. Every time that little Good Morning Cookeville song plays.
Oh, am I not in a mood today like I was yesterday? But I danced yesterday, too.
Yeah. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. 7:07 now.
Well, he tries to say I'm in a mood, but it's when I'm in a good mood. He can't always handle that mood. Farron Kefauver's in here, and I know she can handle it. Cityscape.
Yeah.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. So we have that new little theme song now. And it is bouncy. It's catchy.
I feel like Cookeville needs to create, like, what is it? All the the little dances that go on the TikTok. I don't know.
Like the flash mob things and everything.
Like if somebody could come up with a Good Morning Cookeville dance.
Yes. Just add it in.
I
think
don't
that we
know.
need to make that a contest for somebody to come up with
Somebody needs to be in charge of that.
Oh, that would be adorable.
That's a great idea. All right.
Miss Creative here.
Smart.
He just hired me for my
That's smart. Yeah. Yeah.
She's great. Now, A Taste of the Town is coming up this weekend.
Yes, it is. It's coming up really fast.
Yeah.
We're really excited. It is this weekend, May 3rd, on Saturday. It's at the new engineering building at Tennessee Tech. It's going to be kind of everybody's asked, is it going to be indoors? It's going to be indoors and outdoors. So it's going to be both. So our food vendors will be set up under a large tent outside.
That's fancy.
It is.
It's like the old pool at the Holiday Inn.
I know, in and out.
Remember that?
I do remember that.
That's some good times right
I had
there.
my prom there.
Oh, I love
That's
it.
where my prom was.
Mm-hmm.
At the Holiday Inn. At the Holiday Inn.
It was hopping, man.
Back in the day, yeah.
Too bad there's not a pool at Taste this year. Because
That's
it
too
is
bad.
a tropical soiree.
Ooh.
Tropical theme. Everybody's like, what do I
Anytime
wear?
there's a soiree, it sounds like fun, Farron.
No, it's
Well, I
like
mean-
a fancy, like
Fancy beach party.
yeah,
Right.
exactly. But
A
not too
dressy
fancy.
one.
My husband gets to wear a polo, so he was thrilled.
Oh, yeah.
Beyond thrilled.
Yeah. I mean, see, that still looks neat, but yet it looks fun without being too.
But it's not a swimsuit bikini type thing.
No,
Okay.
it is not. It's not a grass skirt coconut bra thing either.
Okay. Good to know.
Although somebody's going to show up
Although
Good
I know
to
it's
know.
Gonna happen. And
Won't be me.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Everybody else might not be, but I'm just,
It would be fun.
You
I'm
would,
here for a good time.
you would have to respect the courage
Oh.
somebody would have to wear that. You'd have to give that a little, that's okay.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well, what kind of food to expect?
So I think we have more food vendors than we've ever had before. I mean, I'm very excited about that. So we've got all of our regulars coming back. We have Seven Senses and barbecues, and we've got Olive Garden and Outback, and Texas Roadhouse is coming back again this year. World Foods will be there. Fire and Vine. I'm going to leave somebody out. Crawdaddy's is coming.
Yay.
So we've got all the staples, all the good. We have some new ones. McAllister's is participating this year.
Yay.
That's
Thanks,
a good
McAllister's.
one.
Yeah.
Midtown Social is set to appear.
they're
so
good.
Oh,
I'm
good.
excited about that.
Smash burger.
We
Come
have
on.
some people that are really leaning into the theme, and it's like we're having jerk chicken and
Oh, yeah. But a lot of
have
pineapple
skewers,
things.
so-
Yeah.
And then we've got other people who are like, well, there's gonna be a lot of that. I'm doing brunch items from our menu, or we've got
All of it great
mocktails.
ideas.
Yeah, Jamie's Eats and Sweets will be there. We've got Cookeville High School Culinary Arts class is going to participate.
Oh, that's
with our desserts
great.
this year.
I love that.
Yeah, so we're going to really showcase some local stuff, and our VIP area, as well as under the big tent, will be Chartwell's this year.
Which they're great. Yeah.
Yeah, Victor does a great job. Yeah.
They do a phenomenal job, so we're excited about the Grade A will be there. I keep remembering.
How do you keep topping yourself? Because that's a lot of vendors this year. A lot of folks that are showing their skills. It's hard to keep that up every year. But our community's so great too, and I know you work hard behind the scenes.
Yes, Leanne handles most of the vendor management. She works for us, Leanne Huddleston. She's just been the best thing in the world that Cityscape has done in a really long time is to hire her, and she's awesome at vendor communication and recruiting new vendors. But at the same time, I think our community just really rallies around things when we have them, and there's so many people who are just really eager to participate, and then they just go all out and above and beyond expectation, especially in the food realm. I mean, it's we live in a really, really great spot. People really want to help each other.
Well,
So.
I think that too, and I also think people are also seeing the fruits of your labor as well, as far as how town looks, and they may not come up and pat you on the back every day, but I think a lot of people do notice, whether they know that that's a cityscape or not. People notice.
Yeah.
And that putting a lot of effort into getting these grants and doing these fundraisers and things like that.
And we have a really great board, and there were directors before me who really laid a lot of groundwork for me to be able to kind of run with some things. And so, we have gotten a really big grant, and it just launched in February. And so we're getting really excited to start work on it. I actually got confirmation that the Cream City sign we like finally have word that it will be rewired.
All
for this
right.
grant. I mean, that's
great.
Almost $100,000 project.
Phew.
For neon. I'm in the wrong business. I should have gone into neon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Now, I think we talked about this before. They're not going to have to like take it down. They're going to do all the repair while it's up there.
it will stay on the roof. They originally were going to try to transport it back to their facility in Nashville, and after taking a second look, they were like, "We can't do that.
No.
It has to stay on the building." Now it may tilt downwards. I'm not exactly sure. I've never
it makes my
noticed
heart
this. I know, but it
flutter
makes
a little bit to think, oh, that sun's gonna be even just tilted a little bit.
Yeah, like,
nerve-wracking.
But it may stay up the whole time. I don't know. I want to sneak up on that bucket truck. That's like goals for me.
Yeah.
They won't let me do that. But
You're gonna sneak
Why
up
wouldn't
on that
they?
bucket truck and she'll be going
liability,
hey, hey.
you know.
Insurance,
you know.
lawyers.
Oh yeah.
Can't you sign something to be like, I
I'll
promise
waive
I
my
won't
right.
sue? Yeah. Why couldn't you do that?
Y'all are gonna like see me swinging from the little cherry that on top of the ice cream someday when it all gets finished. I'm be so excited.
Like wee.
Here I am.
Don't say stuff you won't come through with.
And also, Jason is good about remembering this.
We'll hold you to it.
But what was it, Mayor Lauren
She
Wheaton?
said that if we got a target while she was mayor, that she would ride a horse down Willow with a sash and a scepter.
We're holding.
He's holding her to that. He wants her to do that.
But I haven't seen her do it yet.
Well, that Target's not open, so maybe it has
True.
to
Maybe
be here.
she's waiting till it's open.
She bring out that beauty queen thing in
Oh,
her.
yeah. That runs deep in within her. Yeah.
Oh boy. Taste of the town, right?
Yes.
Taste of
Yes.
the town. That is what's coming up next here for Cityscape, but plenty of other things coming up throughout the year, and grants, other projects. Farron's always got a bunch of stuff going on. We'll talk to her more coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate 931-WINDOW1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:17.
We're having fun talking to Cityscape President Farron Kefauver. Is that the right time? You go,
Yeah, I don't think I'm the president. I think I'm the director, is what they tell me.
Cityscape Director.
Yes, president feels so.
AKA, we've nicknamed her President.
I love that.
Farron Kefauver.
I love it. For once.
I was going to say, before we forget, we were talking Taste of the Town. Before we move on to something else, you do have a few more tickets remaining on that.
Yes, we have a few tickets left. You can purchase them on our website, CookevilleCityscape.com. You can call the office at 931-528-4612. Or if you have my cell phone number, you can call me. So
Now, is this the one where you need to be a
it's a member only. Yes.
Okay. So first, if you're not a member, you'd have to become a member and then purchase tickets.
No, that is included in your membership.
Ooh.
Ah.
So it is a way for us to say
But a non-member can buy a ticket.
they have to buy a membership.
Have to buy a membership. Okay,
so we don't really sell tickets to the event. We sell memberships to Cityscape, which is a tax write-off. We're a 501c3, and everything you purchase with your membership goes right back into reinvesting within our downtown footprint.
And you know what? I feel like Cityscape not only beautifies the west side, but it also it brings tourists here too. Because keeping that sign, the Cream City sign up, and all the businesses looking great, really makes people want to come to the area.
That's part of our goal. I mean, we work really well with Shan and her crew at Visit Cookeville and tourism and so many other people who are trying to. And this chamber does the same thing as far as small businesses and bringing large businesses here as well. But that is part of our mission, is to make sure our tourism is thriving. So,
and it is,
especially in that downtown west side footprint.
I mean, I'm sure you're privy to some of the economic dollars that 2024 with tourism. I mean, when I say that they're the same as Gatlinburg, I mean they're the same or better than Gatlinburg.
On Thursdays and Fridays, I struggle to find a parking spot downtown when I go to work. So I have to get there extra early if I want to get a decent parking spot if it's raining. So, time out my drive.
Yeah.
Depending on if it's raining or not. So, because I don't care to walk if it's pretty. So.
But it's just been amazing, the hundreds of millions of dollars that are getting spent here yearly on just tourism.
And I feel like there's so many people in so many realms, as public, private, whatever, that have the same goal. Is they want Cookeville to thrive, and there's not a ton of competition here as far as healthy competition. But there's not territorial stuff. I don't, we just work so well with everybody. I say city and the county and the chamber and us.
And I think that's what's helped us thrive too.
All right, a lot of people pulling in the same direction, and then getting known for stuff has helped too. The whole waterfall thing, and hopefully soon we can start getting a few more hotels.
Yes,
because we do need some more of those. I think I saw that the capacity for hotels is at a pretty consistent 90% booked rate all the time, not just on the weekends. We're talking on a random Tuesday.
I've heard Shannon, Tessa, and Taylor and those girls say before that, when there's tournaments and stuff happening here in Cookeville, as far as like Travel Ball or Cane Creek, whatever it is, that the hotels are at capacity.
Yeah.
So they're actually actively recruiting people who have Airbnbs. Let us promote this for you so we can help people find a place to stay. So.
And we have some beautiful Airbnbs in the area.
Well, some on the west side even.
Yes,
some really cool.
We do. Great places to stay downtown.
Absolutely. All right. So tell us a little bit about the memberships.
Yes.
So, we want to come to a taste of the town. We want to be involved in Cityscape. What I guess there's different levels.
There are different levels. They start at a friend level, which is $200, and they go up as high as you want to write that check. So I'm not going to put a cap on it.
So $200, and that gets you a membership
and one ticket to Taste of the Town.
Yeah. All right.
And again, it is a tax write-off. It goes right back into reinvesting in things that we were talking about, like our Cream City sign, our facade and awning grants that we're doing even more of this year through our Big State grant as well, and beautification projects we have going. We do things like Christmas on the Square and Fall Fun Fest, which are free events to our community, and so it goes right back into reinvesting to make those really great events, and also to make our west side and downtown look incredible.
We were talking about too some of the grants that you're getting.
Yes,
you're going to have the flower baskets on the.
Yeah, so we're partnering with the city, and we are going to purchase these self-watering planters that are going to hang off of the light poles. And I've talked to their horticulturalist, and he said they're going to kind of like flower down, kind of vine down.
Oh, that's going to look so cool.
And they've kind of given me some design for. Like what could go on down Broad and Cedar and things like that, because they'll have to change their plants depending on sun exposure and that kind of thing, which is super smart. And I would have been like, let's just.
Isn't that crazy? You don't think about it. You
whatever
just think,
in there,
pretty,
you know?
Put there.
Yeah. So they have a really good plan, and we're allowed to purchase the baskets and the L-shaped brackets, I guess, those kinds of things through our grant that we have with TNECD. And the city has agreed to purchase the foliage and maintain them with watering and things like that.
Boy,
So.
That's gonna look great.
You're gonna hear
Really
so many. That's so cute.
Oh, that's just beautiful.
That's so cute.
That's so cutie.
It'll be all over the west side. You'll be going into 37-seater, and you'll hear that's so cute.
I hope we hear that.
That is so cute.
Well, I was just amazed at how much Cityscape has done over the last 20 years, really. When you think about revitalizing the West Side, I remember when the West Side just wasn't as developed as
it was.
Now there's so many businesses, and it looks the aesthetics of it has changed. I mean, I'm so proud of the West Side.
I agree. And the people who had the vision to kind of like get Cityscape started, tip my hat to them, because that's a big undertaking when you have this area of town that, I mean, I know back in the late 80s, everything had kind of moved to Interstate Drive area, and that was really...
There wasn't even an Interstate Drive in the late 80s.
Yeah, it was, closer to the interstate, and then you had everything kind of going more big box stores.
Everything was at the mall back in the day.
Mall.
Yeah.
The fun tunnels where we were spending all our money.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you're real OG, Pirates Cove.
Oh.
That's what it was called before the Fun Tunnel.
I didn't know about the Pirates Cove.
He's old.
I just wasted
I'm
my
old.
money at the fun tunnel.
Yeah. I'm much older than
I
you.
wasted my money at the sound shop.
Sound shop, yeah.
I do remember that.
So that's where everything was.
Yeah.
And, I remember when I first got my license. Hey, don't go over to the west side. Don't be over there by that.
No, I think the only time my parents would let me go over is if it was Ralph's and you had to go early.
You had to go early.
You had to go early to Ralph's. So I think the vision that they had in let's bring these town squares and these downtowns that were once this hub of the community, that is where everything happened, let's bring that back. And so that was kind of came from a state level, but then also the original board, having the forethought to start this. And now, I mean, I don't think they would have ever thought 20, 30 years ago that Cookeville downtown would be what it is.
I sure wouldn't.
No, and to know how much that's helped the tourism of the area. It really has.
Well, and how many times have we heard from some of these, big new businesses that are coming here? One of the reasons that they're coming here is because of how nice everything looked, the activities that we have, the amenities that we have. And that's a lot to do with what Cityscape has done.
We're real lucky.
Yeah, when they go over to the west side to eat, they're like, "Oh, this is a real place."
Right.
They're really getting after it. They're trying.
Well, I see so many in the whole country that you see so many areas in certain towns that have just went downhill, and it's sad looking.
Yeah.
And that's where that could have been without Cityscape helping.
Sure, absolutely,
So
I think
just
that's one of the
it's great.
reasons that we've been passed over so many times for these downtown improvement grants that we've applied for in the past. Is just that they tier us throughout the state as was your level of affluency or distress or whatever, and we're really high tiered because we're not in distress, because we have a lot of people.
We're getting penalized for doing so good.
It's like we're being passed over because we have
the next time the state's coming, let us all know. We'll dirty the joint up.
Yeah, trash it up a little.
We'll show out.
What are y'all doing? Well, the state's coming. We want to look as terrible as possible.
We're really gonna trash this place up.
We won't let them know we need it.
Yeah, we're gonna pretend like we're distressed just for today.
And then we're gonna clean this off.
Yeah, they will need your help to clean all this back up and get it back to normal.
I can see the community doing that and jumping in and hey, we're gonna get this.
We got to fleece the state for more money.
Yes.
Hey, I do have a fundraising idea.
All right.
Can I spring it to you here live on the air?
I love that.
All right, so everybody knows the pink elephant, right?
Yes.
All right. I went to Cincinnati once, way back in the day, and I don't know where theirs came from, but they had pigs. They had these little plastic or ceramic, I'm not sure what they were, but they were pigs, and then a business would get them, or a person, paint them, and then they would display them all over town, and there were these pigs all over town. And I thought, man, that's a fun idea.
They had to pay to get them off their lawn.
And then they did an auction and auctioned off the pig.
The artsy pig.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking we could do the same thing with the pink elephant.
Oh, the pink elephant. I don't don't know what we would do if we painted her.
Well, no, we would paint her.
We would paint her with
Miniature versions.
Okay. I was like, we can't move her.
Miniature versions.
No,
that
we
would be
can't move
placed
her.
throughout town.
I don't hate that idea.
Well,
I don't hate
That is great.
Sheila said it's
that.
great.
I think it's great.
All right, well,
I agree with Sheila.
I expect you to do it
All
now.
right. Just I add it to my list.
Put me in for an elephant.
Okay.
I'll be your first
Top
buyer.
dollar.
I'll be your
Put
first
us both in for elephants.
I'll be your first buyer for
Can't
sure.
wait.
Well, I mean,
Well, Katie's Kentucky does something. They have pigs all around because I think they're known for barbecue.
I'm not sure.
It's like iron pigs all over their town, all decorated up in front of businesses.
Well, iron would be too expensive.
It would be, but the little replicas of a pink elephant, and then decorate her how you want.
I like that.
Real cute.
All right, Taste of the Town, just real quick about the who, what, when, where, and how on that before we move on here.
Yes. So it starts at 6 p.m. at TTU unless you are a high-level donor, which, we can talk about that. But you get a VIP hour starting at 5.
High level.
Yes.
High level at the foray.
Yes, we want to treat our people. So that's regular event starts at 6. We've got a really good band playing for us this year. Well, that's going to be inside at the new engineering building at Tech. And all you can eat and drink and dancing and mingling, and it'll be a fun time. The weather's supposed to look great.
And it's at Tech, so we can go streaking in the quad.
No, they will fire me.
He's a troublemaker, you know that. He has great
But
ideas.
deep down, I'm like, that sounds so fun.
Bring your coconut bras and streak.
Yeah. Let's go streaking in the quad. It's 7:29 now. Farron Kefauver here with Cityscape.
We hope she comes back.
Thank you for being here. We
thanks
appreciate
for
it.
having
Looking
me.
forward to Taste of the Town for sure. Sheila, who's next? Polk Salad Festival?
Polk Salad
All right.
Festival. Casey Jackson and Ethan Reynolds, they're coming in next.
That sounds great. It's coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Never ever, 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 never ever, ever, never been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. For a limited time, Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. You pay what we pay. Everyone gets employee pricing. There's never ever, ever, ever been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. See dealer for details. Some exclusions apply.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The Gordonsville Tigerettes softball team finished out the regular season with a 5-0 win over Stone Memorial last night. Kaylee Plumley had 19 strikeouts in the circle for Gordonsville and drove in a run. The Tigerettes finished the regular season with a record of 28-1. The Indiana Pacers punched their ticket to the Eastern Conference semifinals, beating the Bucks last night 119-118 in overtime to win the series 4-1. The Pacers finished the game on an 8-0 run, and Tyrese Halliburton hit a go-ahead game winner with 1.3 seconds to play. Halliburton finished with 26 points in the win. The Detroit Pistons got a game back in their series with the Knicks winning 106-103 and now trail 3-2 ahead of Game 6. The New York Yankees made history again as they opened up their game yesterday against the Orioles with 3 home runs from Trent Grisham, Aaron Judge, and Ben Rice. It's the second time this season they've accomplished the feat. They won the game 15-3. Elsewhere in the MLB, the Mets beat the Diamondbacks 8-3. Phillies topped the Nationals 7-6. Cubs over the Pirates 9-0, and the Royals beat the Rays 3-1. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts, Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:34 now.
We have Casey Jackson and Ethan Reynolds. They're with the Poke Salad Festival, and it's coming up, I believe, Mother's Day weekend.
It is.
Is that correct?
Yes, May 8th through the 10th.
Well, I always love it. It's such a tradition in Gainesboro, and you guys are keeping it going.
And across the state.
Yeah, across the state even.
Yeah, I mean, people
travel to be
That's
with
right,
the Poke
yeah.
Salad Festival, and I know you're keeping the vendors going too. So tell us a little about what this year, what we can expect.
So this is the 47th year of the Jackson County Poke Salad Festival. Yeah, it's the oldest one in the state.
Mm-hmm.
And we took it over about 3 years ago from the American Legion and decided to just make it its own nonprofit to keep it going, to future-proof it for other vendors. Last year was huge. Everyone had a fantastic time, so we're just building on that this year. We've brought Ethan onto the board to help us with music, and we are so blessed to have him. So excited. So this year we've got carnival rides, helicopter rides, pony rides, carriage rides. We have vendors. We have over 50 vendors signed up. And then all the live music that I'll let Ethan talk about.
Now, are you still doing some of the traditional Poke Salad Festival things like the outhouse race and all of that?
Still
Okay,
doing
cool.
The outhouse race and the frog race and
Good.
all those fun things. Poke eating contest.
Yeah.
Miss Ann still makes all the poke salad for that. So, yeah.
Well, that's so great to hang on to some of those great traditions that made the Poke Salad Festival what people remember about.
And I know we announced a couple of weeks ago y'all were looking for volunteers to help pick the poke salad. Did y'all get some volunteers and get that?
Yes, we have so much poke and it's fantastic. We are so grateful for people who reached out and said, "Hey, I've got a field full."
Right, yeah.
And we're grateful to Laura Long, who's on our board. She kind of headed that up, and the people that she got to recruit to come and pick.
I used to do that growing up, pick poke salad, and I mean, love poke salad. You know, we always fix poke salad and eggs. You know, I don't know if that's how everybody does it, but
that might be a little pricey this year, but we'll see.
Now, Ethan, we've got a lot of great local talent. Can you just kind of tell us about who the folks that will be performing? And
yeah, we've got so many amazing artists, and that's kind of actually the vocal point for me. I mean, I grew up in Gainesboro, so I just love music, and I've had people help me along the way, and that's the whole idea I've got for a lot of this stuff that we're doing. But we've got y'all know Cherokee Hope.
Oh yeah,
she's gonna be playing for us. I got a band that I put together. We're gonna be doing stuff. I mean,
what's your band's name? Do you have a name?
Yeah, it's Brookshire Drive. Yeah,
oh, okay.
We're new, and this is like kind of our, you know, our debut launch, kind of just having a lot of fun with it. But we've got Esther June playing for us.
She's been on our show before. So
we've got
Cherokee.
Bluegrass Solutions. We got we're trying to do what we used to do on Saturday, kind of get that bluegrass Saturday, you know, and get everybody back to all that. And I'm just, you know, we just have a huge, especially for me, I just have a huge heart for local talent. And
right.
We just want to get them back in and showcase all these amazing musicians.
So will there be music both days?
Both days.
Okay.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday we have music lined up.
All right. So, and then as far as the other activities, you know, what else is going on? Well, you know what? Let me ask this first, because, you know, did y'all grow up going to the Poke Salad Festival, and is that why it's a thing for you? Because this is a big undertaking to go, you know what? I'll take it on. You know, why?
So I didn't. I grew up in Columbia, Tennessee, but I came here for tech. But I married a Jackson County native, and he grew up going to the Poke Salad Festival, and it just kept getting smaller and smaller, and they just couldn't get any volunteers to help out, and so And my background is in nonprofit and events. I worked for Habitat for Humanity for a number of years and helped with Cooking on the Square and all that. And so we figured with both of our backgrounds, we could try to make something happen. And yeah, it's been really good so far.
Yeah.
Well, it's great. It's real smart hooking up with Ethan, who knows some of the artists in the area, and then that gets you some great music there too. So
Absolutely.
good job with that, Ethan.
Yeah, we're excited. I grew up, going to Poke Salad, and it's just, I'm so great to be part of it, to kind of bring it back up.
You know the history of it because you've been part of it. You've been going to it
so many years. Actually, a lot of my music kind of started there. I started playing the harmonica. I remember one time, like one Poke Salad, I was like 11 or 10, somewhere around there. And a guy up on the stage saw me playing harmonica. He's like, "Come up here." And it's just like that kind of thing.
That's what's great about it. The
Yeah.
hometown feel of it. And
everybody, it takes somebody else to get you out there, and it's not, you can't do it on your own. And that's what's really cool about music, but also Poke Salad in general, like just that hometown feel of it all.
You sound like you love the community part of it. I mean, because there's even a music community, there's a vendor community, there's just people that like to get together and kind of, that's what our thing is in the South. We like festivals.
Yes.
Yeah,
and if it's done right, we'll come,
We like to be around people and have shared experiences, and I think that's what festivals do, and especially ones like Poke Salad Festival that's been going for so long, that is building new traditions, but also has their old traditions mixed in as well. Now, if you hadn't been in a long time to the Poke Salad Festival, there's been some changes about location and things like that, so educate us on that.
So we moved it to the Jackson County Fairgrounds. I will say we didn't necessarily want to move it, but with difficulty having road closures and not enough room for growth, it used to be on the square. We just knew that keeping it on the square, it would stagnate. It would actually get smaller, which is what happened. It just kept getting smaller. So, and originally, not many people know, but the Poke Salad Festival started as a community festival at the fairgrounds.
Oh, okay.
So the first couple of years, that's what it was. And then it transformed into the Poke Salad Festival, and they moved it to the square. But those
you have room for more vendors, really, at the fairground.
Yes, we have so much more room. We have packed it full this year. With we have to have plenty of space for the helicopter, obviously. And
helicopter, I'm thinking I've never remember that at the Poke Salad.
I know,
Festival.
right? Yeah, we're really excited about that.
Not something you can fit on the square.
Right?
No, you can definitely
Not legally anyway. Yeah.
And then the carnival rides. When I've gone in years past, they only had maybe 2 or 3 carnival rides. We have 10 to 12 coming, I think. On top of a separate kids zone that's sponsored by Knotgrass History and Putnam County YMCA.
I'm glad you mentioned that kids zone because a lot of folks love to come and let their kids get all that energy out.
Yes, and it's safer there. If you drop your kids off on the square downtown, they could go anywhere, but at the fairgrounds, it's all fenced in. So there's only so far they can go.
That's great.
Right.
And beyond that, it's the river. So good luck. But
it's not a free fall. It's a river.
You may get past the fence, kid.
Right?
Good luck.
You gotta go a ways for the fence anyway. Yeah. So it's just a lot safer. We can lock it up at night so that the vendors' stuff is safe.
That's great.
And it's just a better experience overall. There's flatter land over there. So yeah, it's much better.
When you took this over and you were, I imagine you had to do some research on it. Well, was there anything as you were going back and you were looking to see how it started and where it went? And it sounds like you did some history research on it. What was something that was there anything in there that you didn't expect?
One of the things we spoke with County Commissioner Troy Gork, and he was with the Jackson County JCs. He was one of the ones that started the festival, and he talked about that they would give away a car.
What?
Some years. So that's what we're building towards. One day we are gonna
Girl,
on our
Wow.
like 5-year plan. Yeah,
We're setting the
give
bar.
away-
We're slowly, building.
Yeah.
So.
We're incrementing. Yeah, we're doing incremental growth.
Right, getting it back to how it was and then
Yes.
some.
This year, but this year we're giving away a year's supply of Honest John's frozen custard. Giving away a year's worth of oil changes and car detailing, and so we've got some good prizes.
Heck
And that
yeah.
custard, I've heard so many good
oh,
things
it's
about
so
Honest
good.
John's custard.
It is so good.
I need to try it.
I haven't been there to try it yet
frozen
either.
custard.
I know that. Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Worth the drive just by itself.
And then and I guess that's the other thing too is you can experience Poke Salad Festival. You can also experience the square as well. It's not like you're excluding the square.
Exactly. The downtown businesses, all the boutiques and shops are going to be doing sidewalk sales that weekend. Honest John's is doing his anniversary celebration. He does that every Poke Salad Festival weekend. There's lots of restaurants down there. Nostalgic Coffee Shop is amazing.
Yeah.
So, there's plenty to do even outside of the festival.
Right.
So, yeah, we put up a sign actually at the festival saying, when you're done here, go to downtown Gainesboro and check that out too.
Well, especially if you're hungry, I mean, which you may not be after you've eaten a bunch of poke salad and
If you've joined the Poke Salad Eating Contest.
yeah. All right, we'll talk about the Poke Salad Festival a little bit more coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Warning! Excessive fun ahead. The 47th Annual Poke Salad Festival hits Jackson County May 8th through the 10th with live music, vendors, events, and car show. And more poke salad than you can shake a biscuit at. Visit pokesalad.org and tell your taste buds we said you're welcome. It's the Poke Salad Festival in Jackson County with Cookeville Communications.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. Another warm and humid day is ahead of us. Highs this afternoon will top out in the low 80s under a partly to mostly sunny sky. A stray shower or thunderstorm will be possible through this evening. South-southwest wind around 5 miles per hour. Overnight, we'll see partly cloudy skies with low chance of a thunderstorm. Lows will be in the mid-60s. South wind around 5 miles per hour. Thursday will bring an increased chance of thunderstorms with highs in the low 80s.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window studio. More information about Willow Window and their outdoor spaces that they have now. You can find out more at willowwindow.pro. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate.
And we want to thank Casey Jackson and Ethan Reynolds. Poke Salad Festival's going on Mother's Day weekend, and is it free to get in?
It is. Free parking, free to get in.
Jackson County Fairgrounds is where it's going to be held. So free to get in, lots of vendors. And is there still going to be outhouse races? We hadn't mentioned those yet.
Yes, there are going to be outhouse races. They're going to be Saturday afternoon. It's just a $5 entry. You could sign up right now at pokesalad.org. We have 2 pre-built outhouses basically, and so we'll run them in brackets depending on how many people we have.
So you don't build your own.
You don't have to build your own. We supply the outhouses.
What if you wanted to build your own?
I mean, I suppose you can.
What are the bylaws? What are the laws?
We haven't quite gotten that far with it.
Okay.
But we just inherited the outhouses from the American Legion, and we just continue to use those. We've fixed them up a little bit, fixed the wheels, things like that. And then there's the paved road that goes straight down through the fairground up to the dump. And by the way, the dump will be open that day, but it will be at the road. There will be a dump site at the road. That's always a big question on Facebook.
They're like, will the dump site be open?
Will
That's
the
when I
dump
take
site
my
be
trash
open?
off.
Yeah, it will be, but it'll be at a different place. But we just run it up that hill there. And so you need a team of 4. And like I said, it's a $5 entry. We will have prizes for first, second, and third place.
Well, I mean, don't you have to have somebody sitting in there
Yes,
as well? So you need to be a 5-person team,
well,
right?
it'd be one on the left, one on the right, one
One
behind,
pushing.
and then one sitting.
Okay, all right.
I always love those. It's so fun to watch, and I'm like, my face hurts from laughing so much after watching.
I don't know why that's so fun to watch.
I know.
It's such a crazy tradition that you want to keep it going.
Right, but I can't put my finger on why it's awesome. But
Because who does that?
because it is.
Because it's an outhouse. I mean,
it's just fun.
gotta keep that going.
Yeah, I don't know what.
That's one of my favorite things about down home festivals. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
there's
like-
always some kind of weird quirk that each one of them has.
Yeah.
And Gainsborough's is the outhouse.
I
race.
doubt there's many people still even doing that now. You know,
probably not.
I just imagine that that's probably gone out, but it's not. It's still great. To me, it's like the kiddie tractor pull that they do in Sparta.
Yes.
You know, it's one of the, not everybody's doing it, but it's still awesome.
It is.
And it sets you apart from everything else too.
Right.
I was watching a special, it was, like strange sports or festivals or whatever, and somewhere in Switzerland they have one where you literally fall down a hill. and then whoever rolls the furthest down this hill, they're the winner. I'm like, okay, well that's stupid. But then you
look at it and you're like, that looks like fun.
and there's thousands of people there watching this,
all lined up to compete.
right? And then I had to think to myself, well, we got some stuff here too,
Right.
and I'm sure people in Sweden be like,
That I would take up for if they make fun of our outhouse
right?
race. I'm like, come on
absolutely,
now.
yeah.
We even actually acquired an outhouse prop that's going to be there this year for photo ops. So definitely come and see that.
Yeah.
Do we dare ask? No, you
No.
got to come see it.
You have to come see it.
But to me, that part is just great, and and it's and you're right, it's the tradition of it all, and being able to reimagine.
And to laugh at yourself.
And then, but then keep
that's
those
great.
same traditions, and then add stuff too, like Battle of the Bands.
Right. Yeah. And we got battle bands going on Saturday, and we're really excited about that. For one, for getting all the local people coming in, and just competing, but also we have cash prize for first, second, and third as well.
That's
in
great.
This and
Are
so
you still taking entries for that, or
entries,
is they
yep.
closed?
We're still taking entries. We're so excited. I mean, this is just one of those things that for me as a musician, I just want to go out there and anybody who's trying to start or get has a band, garage band, whatever, just
It has
help
your
'em
heart
out.
because you
Yeah,
know how
no.
it is getting started and trying to get your name out there. It's not
Exactly.
easy.
No, it's not at all. And I have a heart for the young ones, that aren't into music that might need a outlet or something like that, or they're just getting started or whatever.
Well, that brings up, what is music meant to you, Ethan? You said it's an outlet. It is.
Yeah, no, it really is. It's been like integrated in my whole life. And I used to play in a bluegrass band with my family, and it's just like it's always been there. Always something to like if I'm feeling down or if I feeling good, if I have something to write down, it's just one of those
Music
things.
has been all the realm of your
Yeah,
emotions.
it
It's
really
like,
has, yeah.
Whether you're happy, sad, glad,
And that's what it. I mean, you think about music, how it touches you, or even think to like timelines in your life. You can think about certain things because of certain maybe music you heard, and music, it's just kind of like a
I
part.
remember
of life,
when I went through my gangster rap phase.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go, and you hear.
He's kidding, but he's not. He knows some of that rap. I'm like, you know all the words to this? Who are you?
Exactly.
Which is great. I mean, I wasn't making fun of him. I was like, I never would have expected that from him.
Yeah, and you have these little triggers like, a song comes on, it takes you back.
Oh yeah,
does,
it
right
really
to that
takes you
memory
back.
of when it was happening. It feels like it's going on right then in your head. You know,
And that's what I want, for anybody who's starting
Do they
out.
have to be from Jackson County, or could it be
No,
surrounding
it
areas?
can be anybody who's got a band. Honestly,
So how do they go on your website?
Yeah, pokesalad.org. They can sign up right there through there, and they just fill out the form, and it's $50 entry for that. But yeah, we just
Cash prizes are really good.
Yeah.
So
and we want to continue to grow that as
Yeah.
well. If it does well, whatever. I just want to, like I used to do bluegrass festival competitions, and that's always been a fun
You've
thing
got
for
a lot
me.
of traditions you've been a part of too.
Well, if you, what instrument do you play? What's your thing?
Besides the harmonica.
Harmonica, guitar. I pick up about anything if I, but those are my mains.
You're one of those. Oh, I can play anything, but
Like his whole family does that.
Yeah. Well, we just always had fun, going out to do bluegrass competitions, and that's kind of stems from all that, doing competitions like that, individual competitions, whatever. But it's just it's always been a lot of fun, and it gets you excited about it all, and that's what I want kind of brought to Poke Salad, And so, however we figure it out, and I just want to continue that tradition.
Food and music. That's the theme of really the South anyway.
It is. I was gonna say, music is such a cultural thing, and it's bluegrass especially. It's very much a part of our heritage here, and that's one of the things that's in our mission statement for the Poke Salad Foundation is celebrating heritage and culture of this area, and so that's eating poke salad because that's what fed us poor people in the hills and hollers.
Well, I was going to get you to explain too what is poke salad for people who like, what is this that they're even talking about?
This weed.
I've been to Publix. They don't have this there. What are they even talking about?
You can still buy it in a can on Amazon.
But in a can?
Poke salad in a can?
I know. It's a
tradition's going out and picking it.
Right. That's a sin. No, poke salad it's a weed. When it gets big and tall, people in other areas use it as an ornamental plant, but here we know that it's worth more than that. Because when it gets larger, the stalks turn purple and it has these purple berries and they're beautiful. Don't eat them. They are poisonous. But they're amazing for dyeing things. Native Americans used it for dyeing, dyeing fabrics.
There's some people still locally that do that too.
Yes.
Well, that, and I tell you, it'll grow up, like 6 feet tall too.
If it's not picked.
Yeah, I've let one behind.
It doesn't taste as good when it gets that big.
It does not. No, you need to pick it when it's
young,
when it's just slipping, as they say. When it's really little.
I love that you talk the language. Talk to me more, girl.
Miss Barbara taught me quite a bit.
Because I'd forgotten all these terms.
Yes.
My
So
granny
you wanna-
hasn't been around for a while, but I love all of that because it sounds like home, and that's keeping that tradition alive that we're talking about. That.
Yes. So you pick it when it's just slipping, and you pick the leaves off and boil it twice. You want to boil it twice because otherwise you will get vitamin A poisoning. They actually have started using pokeweed to help fight cancer. My husband had cancer a few years back. He's totally great now, but but the way that they treated it was with a very powerful vitamin A. So that's what this is.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So people say
There's
you could
medicinal
die
thing,
from
right.
it. It'll just make you really sick. So yeah, there
They've heard
is.
it's poisonous, so they think you could die, but it just makes you very
It just makes
sick,
you really sick. Kind
nauseous.
of makes you, kind of turn red and inflamed, so to speak. But if you boil it twice,
Like Veruca on Willy Wonka.
Yes.
Wasn't she the one that turned purple?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So
purple like the stalk.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get you off
No,
there.
so you boil it twice, and then you can. Most people then add it to bacon grease in a skillet, and then they add some scrambled eggs to it. That's the traditional way to eat it. But it tastes very similar to spinach or other greens.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. I think it's
it is
I
good.
think it's good.
Yeah.
Or if see them do it in the competition, you take a whole wad and you shove it in your mouth.
Yeah.
And you keep
just
on going.
Shove it in and keep.
I don't know if you've seen
doing.
it, but yeah.
Oh, I've seen it.
Oh yeah.
We had
back in the day where hay burner was winner all the time.
Hay burner.
Yes.
Loved
Hadn't seen him in a little bit.
Loved
He needs
hay
to
burner.
come back. Yeah. But last year we had some teenagers compete.
I love
and,
that.
A teenage girl was there with her two brothers, and she tried really hard. I think she got second, but she was very green afterwards. But they did great. They did an awesome job.
That's fantastic. All right, it's coming up Mother's Day weekend. Free to get in. It's at the Jackson County Fairgrounds. If you want to get into Battle of the Bands, it's $50 to get into that. The parking's free, and it's just going to be a really great time. And again,
So that's the 11th, 10th, and 11th.
8th through the 10th.
8th through the 10th.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Well, again, just from, I know a lot of us here in the Upper Cumberland, because the Poke Salad Festival is not just a Jackson County festival, it's an Upper Cumberland festival, as far as I'm concerned. So thank y'all so much for keeping that tradition alive and going.
Job and adding Battle of the Bands with it and keeping the outhouse race and frog race. Have you got terrapin race?
We don't. We were having an issue. People were bringing box turtles, and we don't want to move them from their habitats and all that. So we're doing frogs.
Yeah, turtles don't know how to get back. They don't. It's crazy. Yeah.
Poor little turtles.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for coming in. We really do appreciate it. Everybody, thanks for listening to who we got for tomorrow, Sheila.
Tomorrow is Putnam County Library System talking about their the summer reading program, and WCTE's Jordan. She's going to be talking about the dance competition.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow here on Good Morning Cookeville. Have a great day.
Bye.